okay, let's go with this one. If you were having a dream dinner party and you could sit down with any three other famous people that are alive, who do you want to bring to your party?
Man, I would bring Biz Markie, Guru, and definitely Biggie.
Okay, sweet.
Because if you're alive, it doesn't have to be a dream of mine. It could really happen.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah, that's a fact.
But you asked a dream, so this is a dream. Maybe even pun. I throw pun in there. Biggie. We got to meet Biggie before he died, and like we was at some party. Me and Juju was at a party, and we was just chilling against the wall because the whole entourage was coming, and Biggie just stopped the whole entourage, and he was like, "Yo," and he came up to me and Juju. He was like, "Yo, I know who y'all niggas are," and he gave us both pounds. We was like, "Yo, I forgot who it was. Get the math. Boom, we got the math. Yo, me and Juju was bugging. Like,
wow.
What? Yeah. So we was about to do work with him, and like that same week or the week after, they raided his house in Jersey, and a whole bunch of police shit started going down. If you look in the news, when they raided his house and all that shit.
Yep, I remember that.
So we lost contact. Back then there was no internet. If you lost that phone number, that's it. It was gone. Until you see that person again.
Again, yeah. Yeah, because you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have no text, no nothing. You had to write it on a pen or the pad or write it on the envelope.
Get the math. Boom. Yeah. So everything was a piece of paper back then. So
in memory too, a lot of people can memorize this shit. I couldn't even do that. Like I had to write everything down. So yeah.
Yeah, I still remember. I still remember my childhood phone number for some reason out of the blue. Like I don't know why. It's like been 34 years ago, like since I moved from there, but I still remember that kid number.
I mean that's why I always say we're the smart generation because we was forced to be smart. We had to be smart and remember a lot of shit, streets and addresses, and numbers. These kids today don't have to remember shit. They got GPS. They got boom. They just type in the number. They don't even know their own phone number probably.
Yeah, right. I turned 40 next month, so I'm an old lad too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. I'm 30.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm 35 and they call me old now. I'll be like, damn, I didn't even feel like I'm that old, but now I mean 35 is mid 30s.
35 is the new old now. I'm like, come on, bro. The fuck is this?
What the hell is this shit? You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that right now, like the industry and these, producers and nowadays, like these up and coming producers, you think it's kind of a little bit more easy for the kids nowadays with the production and sampling?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, of course. I mean, you got every sample you want. You just type it into YouTube and it'll pop up. But like I tell these kids, the quality, man, it's all about the quality. When you taking something off the internet, you're gonna take the shitty version of that person's version. Mm-hmm. So it's not the same like you finding a fucking record, boom, and this is gonna be my version of my recording and all my shit. That it's gonna sound crazier than
right. So, especially if your ear too, like that. Them records always explain it all anyway because of the sound quality and all the what I'm saying. It sticks to your eye. It's like ear candy. At the end of the day, like you can hear it even with the crackling. You can hear the crackling in the music, like for real.
The crackling is like the seasoning to the record. Yeah. You need that.
Facts.
It's the flavor. That's the flavor.
What was one of your?
I remember I had engineers back in the days trying to hide the crackling. I was like, nah, leave that shit loud, just like
right, because it was better. It was better like that. In some songs, that's what made the song because of the crackling in it. For real,
crackling, some hard drums,
drums. Yep, all of that.
What were some of your pre-show rituals? Do you had any? Like some people smoke, some people do a shots or.
Yeah, I mean, all our shows we get bottles of Jameson and we bring them on stage. I smoke weed. Juju's not really a smoker. Yeah, bring the bottle on stage. Sometimes we'll pass some drinks around the crowd.
Yeah.
Sometimes the crowd is looking a little stiff, so we're like, yo, y'all motherfuckers got to loosen up.
Yeah.
By the end of that show, everybody's on stage, jumping, stage diving, is bananas.
Did you know that Watch Out Now is going to be such a big hit?
I knew. But
that day.
I mean, I you know where the inspiration for Watch Out Now came from Off the Books, because when we did Off the Books, it was a big hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I start hearing rumors like, yo, that record only blew up because Big Pun was on it. That record only blew up because Big Pun. So I'm hearing that in the hood. I'm like, okay, me and Juju looking at each other like, okay, Big Pun is dope, but check this out. Watch Out Now. And it had no pun on it. So now what do you got to say about now? So that's where that inspiration came from. So
I'm glad you said that too, because Off the Books was dope. Like I didn't hear nobody hit miss. Big
Pun was a big part of that record.
Right. Right, but it was like I thought it was like even, because at the end of the day, Pun killed it, but then y'all, just the way you and Juju and like y'all chemistry as a group always kill shit. Even with the Watch Out Now, like I knew that shit was gonna be a hit, because like that's the first song that made me love y'all and wanted to go back to that type, because I was already young at the age of while I was, and my brother had the CD, and I was just like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And once I heard those samplings, because I'm so that's why I love sampling.
That record dropped in '97. I had that beat. Yeah. I had that beat 5 years prior before that. Done, and all that beat was just on. It was just on tour with us, running around on tour with us. We was on tour, and it was just a beat tape. So when we went to Pun, we took them 2 beats. We took them this one beat Juju did, this and the Off the Books that I did. They was both hot. Big Pun was like, "Yo, this beat is fire, but if we use this beat, we're blowing up." And that was the Off the Books beat. So, and he called it. He was like, "We use this beat." They was, because at that time there was nothing doing that shit.
Yeah,
or even bouncing.
Right, because those beats, I mean, this y'all's beats anyway, like that's what I love about like beats and stuff. Like even you could just have the instrumental. That's how I know about you and Juju's creativity. Like y'all make some classic motherfucking instrumentals for anybody to rap to or battle. If they wanted to battle, they can battle to them type of beats. You know what I mean? Like that's how fucking dope, you know what I'm saying, y'all's beats was, because it's so timeless that you can never get away with. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely Off the Books was definitely like a freestyle favorite. Like for if you freestyling or that's like, yo, throw that shit on. Motherfuckers a freestyle forever to that beat.
Right.
And it's a good beat for DJs to juggle to, like back and forth juggling.
When they trying to get in their mix, for real. It's that good. It's that good.